I'm Oregon Rimmer, and my undergraduate dissertation at Kent Sociology made a difference.
Hi, I'm Ethan Cleverly, and my undergraduate dissertation at Kent Sociology made a difference.
Hi, I'm Georgia, and my undergrad dissertation at the University of Kent made a difference.
I'm Shania, and my dissertation at Kent Sociology made a difference.
I'm Maisie, my undergraduate dissertation at Kent Sociology made a difference.
So my project was about colourism and self-image and how it affects Black women in the UK, specifically looking at the ages 20 to 25, so young Black women. Colourism is an issue that affects many people of different communities, not just the Black community. But being Black myself, I wanted to spread light on an issue that is affecting most of us in this community, and it's often not really talked about. Only in recent years it's been spoken about. So I wanted to shed a light to that. Oh, Trina was amazing. She was so supportive, through the whole process. From because I started researching my stuff, I think the summer of second year, I started looking into colorism, a few things into that. And Trina was really supportive, sending me articles and things to read.
Hi, my name's Trina Fitton. I'm the school's student success lecturer. I also teach sociology and cultural studies at stage 1, and I was the supervisor of Shania Foster's dissertation. Shania's project was quite a challenging one, as she wanted to explore colorism as a facet of how racism is experienced. And she researched this using semi-structured interviews with Black women between the ages of 20 and 25. She also used a method called photoelicitation to prompt her participants to reflect on how different skin colours related to their perceptions of what was attractive and what wasn't. The use of photoelicitation, literally showing participants different images of celebrities with lighter or darker skin and asking them to reflect upon the impacts that has on the participants, was a real strength to her project. It kept the focus of the participants on the skin colour as opposed to broader definitions or experiences of racism, and it allowed discussions to develop around how society perceives that skin colour rather than just a series of individualised accounts of those experiences.
What I found, which was a bit surprising actually, but I'm happy for, is a lot of the Black women didn't feel as much negative connotations with their self-image. And I originally thought maybe it would have a high effect because of how colorist this world is and horrible attitudes people have. But it actually showed different, which was really amazing really to know that Black women aren't as they're not letting the horrible attitudes of the world affect how they see themselves. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I think the younger generation now is noticing there's biases in the world with colorism, and they notice that they may have that themselves, so that unconscious bias. So I think they're actively doing the work to stop themselves from thinking that way or having certain views. I definitely see that with the younger generation. I think maybe with the older generation, they kind of saw it as, oh, it just is what it is, that's just how it is, not really noticing or critically thinking about why they're thinking that way. But the younger people are making that change. I think number one, it shows that colorism exists, because I think when I was younger, I always noticed the differences and privileges lighter skinned people would face and darker skinned people within people of color communities, but I never had a term for it. So this research kind of shows that yes, it exists. It's not all in your head. You must gaslight yourself in that sense. And then also, I think it shows that colorism isn't, well, obviously it's a horrible negative thing, but people can react to it differently. And they can react to it by showing a greater sense of pride within themselves and self-confidence. It doesn't always conflate with negative opinions on yourself.
I really enjoyed working with Shania on this project and supervising her. She was very hardworking, very diligent, but she was also very responsive to my feedback. And what resulted, I felt, was a very confidently researched and written dissertation.
I generally loved every part of it, researching it, writing it, speaking to my participants. It was so fun. Want to continue as well. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but some way.